Hello, colleagues, friends, and International Special Events Society members. It's Nicole Zenner, your Chicago chapter president, and I just returned from an amazing experience at ISES Live in New Orleans. It was a time of meeting and collaborating with international members, other Midwest members, having some amazing soul and Creole food, maybe dancing until the wee hours, but most importantly, celebrating a city and community that is still rebuilding 10 years after Hurricane Katrina. The overarching theme that I picked up from ISES Live this year was around self-reflection. By telling my story, by you telling your story, by the entire ISES community telling their story, we become better event professionals and better businessmen and women. We try to tell our clients stories all the time. Most often we're successful through a marriage celebration, through a fundraising effort to help those in need, or just to celebrate another company. But are we always getting to the core, the rawness, the real emotional part of their story? That is really what I took back from ISES Live in terms of understanding the stories, using stories to help better engage not only our clients, but also the attendees at our events as well. So I came back with an understanding of certain words, stories, exercises that I can relate to my couples and get to know them a little bit more, understand them as individuals, as a couple, and as their two families that are joining together, and then doing my best to make sure that their story is felt and heard throughout their entire wedding day. So I know it's really deep, but honestly, if you're not learning and growing, you're dying in this industry. So if you missed ISES Live this year, I highly encourage you to attend in 2016. It will be August 11th through the 13th in Austin, Texas, and I am ready for my Chicago family to come and take over the city with me, so save the date now. All right, next topic. Have you renewed your ISES membership? If not, do so today. What are you waiting for? And if you have renewed your membership, what are you doing to get more involved? Remember, the more that you put into ISES, the more that you're going to get out. The more education you will receive, the more business referrals you will receive, and an enhanced credibility in the industry. So I'm not just preaching to you about it. One of the ways that I am getting involved more is I'm actually going to be submitting my application for the CSEP. For those that don't know, the Certified Special Events Professional CSEP Designation recognizes event professionals in the creative events industry who have demonstrated the ability, knowledge, and skills to produce all components of a special event at the highest level. This is not a designation just for planners. I sat in on a session around CSEP, and half of the current CSEPers are planners and half are suppliers. So for me, as an event planner who has been in this industry for 11 years, and as your Chicago chapter leader, it is my duty to get this designation. We have a number of ISES Chicago members that have their CSEP, but we can definitely be doing better. So I'm submitting my application this week, and we'll be taking the exam, fingers crossed, within the next 6 months. So that means a discussion group is going to be formed within the next month. And whomever wants to join me, you're more than welcome to. Just email me and we'll get this started. Speaking of this next month, our next chapter event is the joint meeting with NACE Chicago and NACE Southern Milwaukee on Tuesday, September 22nd. We will be taking a bus ride up to the Milwaukee Arts Museum for an evening of design trends and challenges, and you can register for the event at iseschicago.com. Then save the date for October 20th at ComedySportz for our evening on event nightmares and risk management. It is sure to be a frightful event. So remember, finally, that event people are ISES people. ISES people create, ISES people connect, ISES people learn, ISES people inspire, and therefore ISES people win. Happy planning, and I will see you on September 22nd.